Hello, everyone. It is the last Friday of February, and what does that mean? Well, it means that if you're playing along with us, all the people in the Facebook challenge group, which is the Pick a Stick Challenge, who have been playing along all month and following the steps in our Pick a Stick Challenge and have been posting wonderful pictures and sharing what they've been doing, are finally going to get to see the reveal of what the four of us, the originators of this group, have created for this month. So I have my challenge instructions here, and I'm going to follow along with those. You remember in January what I did was I created my challenge book, which is just a canvas book with the binders, and for my January challenge, this was the cover that I did of my book. And then along with that, because February is special and full of love, we had an additional challenge. Shell had sent me things, and so I had created this page with the things that Shell had sent me. So that was just a bonus. Mid-month, you may find that throughout the year there may be some other bonuses, but this is the first bonus of the year, which is this love one. Now I'm going to take a page out of my book because I'm going to work on the February challenge. And the first thing for the Pick a Stick challenge for February says add a die cut. So the die cut I have chosen is this tag from Spellbinders. I have a reason for that because if I read through some of these other things, I'm kind of going in a direction, and we'll see if I get there or not. But that's why I chose the tag. And step number 2, and you can see I have tags cut. I just haven't really embellished them yet because, it says add a die cut. I've got my die cut, but I'm not going to permanently adhere these. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, next it says journal. Okay, I have always wanted to travel to some exotic places. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to journal about travel. Okay, so you can see I journaled around the edge of my page. So, number 3 is add foil. Okay. I have some double stick tape here, and I'm going to adhere this double stick tape right along the edge of my page. And I think over here I will come in a little bit because I don't want to go over where the holes are that connect. And I will come along here. And maybe one more little piece right in here. And the thing about using this is it doesn't have to stay in neat strips. Sometimes you can, manipulate this with your finger and squish, but you still got enough sticky stuff there to adhere to, and that gives it a little more interest than just the straight line. So, that said, I'm going to keep pulling this off, and I'm going to alter this just a little bit with my finger. one last side. Oops, that came apart. Okay, one last side. Okay, and then let's get the foil. Let's see, I like this. I have a couple of different kinds. I think I'm going to use this one. Oh, and let's get, before I make a total mess, let's get some paper underneath to collect some of that. I'm just going to put this down where the double stick is. This comes in sheets, and they're light as a feather, so don't do it with the fan going, guys. I'll warn you now, don't do it with the fan going. And this is just a stencil brush. I'm just using it to take the little flakes off that are not adhering to the tape, because you will have a little bit of cling on with that, okay? And that can go back in the container. And I can set that aside. Okay, next step. Number 4 is cut or rip the page. Okay. What did I do with my garbage can? Good grief. Okay, cut or rip the page. Well, let's see. I'll need a cutting tool and something to cut on. So let me get my cutting mat. There's a cutting mat. And I have a knife, and I need a straight edge. I wonder where my ruler is. Oh well, when in doubt, use what you have, right? So, cut or rip the page. So I'm going to, let me see, if I want this, I need to go from here to here, and from here to here, and let's bring this over here, here to here. Does that leave me enough space? Yes, I think it does. Okay, so I am going to use this to line up a straight line. Well, actually, let's make this straighter. Where's my T-square? So we have our cuts done. So you can see I'm cutting through in 3 different spots. And now I can come back. I had a better eraser out here earlier. What did I do with that? Oh well. I can come back and erase my marks. And I have my cuts on my page. All right. That was cut or rip the page, number 4. Number 5, add metal. Okay. I have this cute little February piece of metal. I think I'll add it down here in the corner. And I will do that. It has some adhesive on the back, but I don't think that's going to keep it there. So I'm going to add just a little bit of glossy accents. If I can get just a little bit out. Oh, yeah. That's a little more than a little bit. This is my, remember, this is my needle tool that is no longer a needle tool. All right. So I'm going to take some of that off. That's a bit more than we need to adhere that one little piece. My February, which is very appropriate for what we're doing here. And I'll just adhere that down here in the corner. And now what? Metal. Use a gel print or deli paper scribble. Okay. So I have, you know me, I have a bunch of these papers, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere some of those papers to the back side of my tags, and I'll be back. Okay, so my deli paper is adhered to these tags, and I think I want to add some things to these tags. So I went to my stamp collection and I pulled a few stamps out that I thought would be appropriate to what my page is about. I'm talking on my page about travel and places I'd like to go and things I'd like to see. So I'm going to just add a few collage elements to these tags. Next step is, this is the one that scares me the most, guys, because they're so delicate, napkins. I'm going to give it a try. You know, you can only try, right? So I've got my page, and I've got some archival ink, and I think I want to create some colorful background up here. if I can get it. So, napkins. All right, what I've chosen is this, which kind of looks like the Tuscan area, right? So I want to adhere this. And I don't know if you guys know about napkins. They're usually 2 or 3 ply. This is a ply that I've taken off of that napkin. So when you get a napkin like this, see, this is really cool. It's already got texture and things in it. It's also got a border, you know, so this could be something. When you get it, I like to put some tape on the edge of them, and one on the front and one on the back, and then you can separate by pulling these apart. And I think in Europe these are called servalettes. They're not called napkins. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about. So actually that would be kind of cool on this heart. And let me think about that again later. So I have my napkin. I'm going to separate it out. And I have another piece of sky. And a piece for the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm liking that. Okay, so the thing to do here, and this is just one napkin. You can get a lot out of one napkin. And this was not a very big size one, actually. This was, you know, the small size napkin, which you can get for, you know, $1 or $2 for a package. And what my friends and I did, is we just went out and bought packages and then sorted them out and mailed them to each other. So that's something you can do. And, oops, sorry, let me turn that off. So I am going to get some matte medium. This is Liquitex matte medium. And, oh dear, something spread it. I have a gift card here. And okay, next thing on the list is add dots, stars, and or a shape. Okay, I have several stamps. Let's see, what do I want to use here? I have this dot stamp. I have this one with dots and stars. And I did that using a cobalt blue. And next is add wings. Ah, there it is. My fragile stamp is going to come in here. So let me get my stamp rubber down here on the mat. And see how this one stamps. Oh yeah, it has wings, and it's gonna go right here. There. Okay, then I also think I need to do something with these tags. And last is draw in wet paint. Wet paint. Where am I going to do that? Why, right here. We have the backs of these tags, right? So I need some wet paint, don't I? And I will clean them off my brayer on this piece of paper. So I have this to use later for something else. Okay. So there are my tags. I'm going to dry. And I'm going to add those to my page now. So these are going to go into those slots that I created by cutting my page. And now what I want to do to keep those from sliding is I have, oh dear. Okay, I have a big roll of double stick tape, and on the back here, I don't want these tags to keep sliding down and get lost in my page. So to prevent that, I'm going to put a piece of tape right across the bottom. It'll bump up against like this. And that'll keep it from going further. Actually, this one can go all the way across the page because I can add a backer to this. And this one will go all the way up the side. So I'm going to find my journal. Where did I put it? And I have some papers in the back here with some color. So I'm going to pick this piece of paper. It's already cut to size. Pull that out. And these are pages that are artist papers out of Stampington magazine. If you buy Stampington, sometimes they have designer papers in them. So I'm going to, what I want to do is match this up. Okay. Oh, no, it isn't. One last thing. Good grief, good grief. Where is it? 24, 5, 6. Got to put a date stamp on there, right? Yep. There it is. Okay, guys. See you again next month for another fun challenge. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure and watch the other gals. Check out our website on Facebook. Join our group. And give me a thumbs up if you like this. Be sure and subscribe. Bye for now.